Yo guys, and welcome back to this new video here on the channel. And on today's video, I'm quickly going to give you guys an update about what we're currently seeing here on the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market. So if you do enjoy these videos, don't forget to right away subscribe to the channel, ring the bell notification, and especially don't forget to slap up that like button. And with that being said, guys, let me jump right away in towards the content. So Bitcoin came down massively from yesterday, of course. And right now in today's video, I want to be talking about all the things that we're seeing right now and all the things that we have to be discussing since we came down from the highs, of course. So right now, Bitcoin has been retracing back towards these levels around the approximately 47,000 US dollars. So since Bitcoin came back towards the 47,000 US dollars, this is of course a level that we have been seeing several times before, getting retested. Like over here, provided a lot of resistance, over here provided a lot of support, and would really continue to start towards the upside. And of course, over here, we just a moment ago retest this level and of course flipped this range in support, and of course we saw a continuation towards the upside getting generated from that point. So right now there are several scenarios that could be playing out on Bitcoin. Of course, let me first of all start off with the scenarios that are very likely to play out from here on. Of course, let's say Bitcoin is going to come up here and going to come down and retest another time this green box here. So let's say if we're going to see that, we're going to be seeing, of course, the left shoulder, the head getting formed, and the right shoulder. And we're going to see, of course, the equal lows getting retested several times here. What does mean here that the support range, because this is getting retested several times here, is going to lose strength here as well. If we're already going to come down from up this point over here, we're going to go for another retest of this lower side of support. This is going to be looking quite dangerous for Bitcoin, because if this Bitcoin is going to be failing to hold on towards this range here, this green box, of course, we are for sure going to look to way lower targets, because as soon as Bitcoin does break this range low here, I personally think that Bitcoin is going to go for an absolutely plunge down here towards lower targets. And the reason why I'm saying so is because I do think here, as soon as Bitcoin is going to fail to hold on towards this level, it is very likely to assume that Bitcoin is going to go for this liquidity grab. And once I'm talking about a liquidity grab, I do mean it's going to go all the way down here towards the previous week that we got generated. So personally, what I do expect here, as soon as Bitcoin is going to be breaking out from this range over here, we're going to see a very quick movement towards the downside getting generated. So please take in consideration that if we're going to fail to hold on towards the 47.3k, that we should start to get a little bit more cautious. So right now, I do want to be seeing this level holding up here, and of course, if we're going to still see this increase from the highs, from the level that we're trading on from up this point, I definitely want to be seeing a breakthrough of the range resistance. Like you can see over here, major resistance flipped into support over here as well, and most likely this level is going to be providing resistance again. And what you want to be seeing in this case, of course, is that we're going to be breaking above of this range, because there will be, first of all, identified that a scenario for an head and shoulders will be getting invalidated, and second of all, it will be showing us that we're going to be see some more strength retaining in the market. And of course, that could be, of course, a little bit more of a bullish edge on this market right now here. As well, thing that we could be looking out for right now is this very critical downward slope resist line that we have been formed from the highs towards the lows right now here. Like you can clearly see, resistance along the way down is getting formed. So several rejections getting formed on this trend line. As soon as we are going to be breaking above this trend line, we could be maybe look for potential continuation further up here. But of course, while we are seeing this trend line here getting generated, it looks to be that Bitcoin is forming some kind of an falling wedge structure. What is, of course, in that case, a little bit more of a bullish bias pattern that we're currently getting generated. So like you can see over here, downward sloping support line getting generated, downward slope resist line from the highs getting generated, and this clearly does look like, of course, this falling wedge structure. Falling wedge structure, if you don't know already, is a bullish bias structure that Bitcoin can create in certain downtrends. Right now, it is creating one, and of course, if we're going to look for a price target of this breakout, it could be leading for an approximately 6% surge if we're going to be breaking this top side of resistance. And of course, I'm not necessarily right away going to be anticipating this 51k target getting reached here, because first, I want to be seeing the 49.6k getting broken. As soon as we do break that, I'm going to be anticipating that Bitcoin is going to shoot back towards 51.3k here. So please take this scenario as well if we're granted, and take this scenario in consideration. So if everything plays out right now, and if Bitcoin can be breaking the top side of resistance, it could be looking a little bit more bright for today. And of course, most likely today is then going to be a green day here. So yeah, it's going to be relatively important to see that one getting broken as well here. But if we're going to look at the 4 hourly candles, I am as well starting to get a little bit more worried here, because 4 hourly candles have been looking several times here towards this 49.2k range here. This 49.2k range here was this level that I've been talking about several times here on the channel. This was the level that provided us a very strong balance here on the 8th of December. But since right now, of course, since yesterday, we fell below it, and right now we are not holding up anymore towards this level. So first of all, this is enabling that we're starting a lower high trend together with lower lows getting formed on the market. This is, of course, and enabling right now a downtrend in 4-hourly candles as well. We broke the upward sloping support line on the 4-hourly candle, aka the bear flag scenario. So of course, I've said several times before, if we're going to look at the scenario, the first target is going to be, of course, the 46.4k, and of course, second target of this bear flag scenario is going to be the 42k here. So please take these levels in consideration right now, and I do think that this is right now a little bit more of a time to be a little bit more cautious. Still going to say, I think in dips you should always dollar cost average back in towards the market, because it's going to be allow you to accumulate Bitcoin and crypto at a more cheaper and very more fair valuation. So yeah, it does look like a good opportunity right now in the market. But yeah, indeed, it is very likely to see the market most likely come still a little bit further down on the higher time frames, of course, depending on what the 1-hour candle is going to be doing here on this chart. As well, we are going to look at the Fibonacci right now. We're going to set a Fibonacci up from swing high to swing low right now. It looks to be that the Fibonacci is currently providing us a lot of resistance, like you can see in front of this chart here. We set up a Fibonacci from swing high to swing low, and currently we can clearly see the 0.236 here, aka the 48.4k, is right now providing us resistance along the way down here. And this level is right now giving us this rejection on the 4-hourly candle that we're right now trading in. So hopefully we could still see this continuation towards the upside and clearly see a 4-hourly candle close above it, but so far it looks like a rejection, and a continuation is very, very much likely from this point. If we're going to look at momentum indicators, we're not seeing any divergence or whatsoever getting created here, but what we can clearly see is a downtrend getting started here on the RSI that I do want to be seeing getting broken. And of course, as soon as we do break this downtrend on the RSI, I personally then think we could be as well start to see a little bit more of a continuation up here. So as soon as we do break this, we could be see of course more price surge towards the upside, but since we're right now in a downtrend, I do not really expect it's going to get broken anytime soon here, to be very honest to you guys. Then as well, last real big thing that I want to be say to you guys, if I'm going to zoom out, will be saying it's a good time to be accumulating Bitcoin, yes or no? I will be still say yes here, because if I'm going to as well look to the total crypto market cap, it looks to be once again going for this major retest here of this level of the 2.2 trillion market cap, of course, like you can see in front of your screen. This definitely shows us a good accumulation range here. Of course, for the imminent short term, Bitcoin could be going a little bit lower or higher, but of course, if we're going to look to probably the coming 3 or 4 weeks ahead of ourselves from up this point, we're most likely going to trade way higher than the level that we're right now trading on. So is it a good accumulation if you have a few for the coming weeks ahead of us? I think yes. Is this a good accumulation for the coming hours ahead of ourselves? I don't necessarily think so. So yeah, this was the update for today's video on Bitcoin. I will probably drop out as well another video about Ethereum. Right now, real quickly on my trip here in Dubai to visit, of course, the Formula 1 race. So I will be back streaming as well here in 4 or 5 days from now on. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you do like the videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.